As I started last week, this fall's Minute on the Church will be dedicated to different roles, positions, ministries within the church itself. So last week I started with rector, which hopefully I know something about because that's my job. This week we will talk about church warden. So a lot of people, when they hear that word, or when they're asked to be a warden, get awfully panicky because that name sounds very stern, and scary. What do you mean by warden? But the old-fashioned meaning of that term is just someone who is in charge of something important. And we still do use the term like game warden and tree warden. So in Australia especially, you'll hear that referring to in school settings. So it's not meant to be an intimidating and scary job. A church warden is one of the leaders of the church and of the vestry, working with the rector, or if there isn't a rector, with the bishop for the help of the church. Now we have two wardens in this church, as most churches have, Christopher Remington and Elson Patton. And they do different jobs, and they break it up based on their own interests and talent. So an example would be the finances of the church. Elle serves on the Finance Policy and Personnel Committee, and Chris is a signer on our operating account. So they're sharing responsibilities. Now, I will have to tell you that we've had wardens who've done neither of those jobs, and that's okay. Because wardens should be concentrating on where their talents are and where they would like the church to go. So sometimes it can be a bit tough when I'm asked, like, well, what does a warden do? And I respond, whatever the warden wants to do. Yeah. So there is a particular role, though, of the warden in the canons, and that is, should I not be available for whatever reason, the warden does have an increased role within the parish. So this has come up quite a bit during this pandemic, because should I ever get coronavirus, even if I don't have it very badly, I could not be around for a while. And the wardens would have to make sure that things would continue on, that we would still have church on Sunday and all of that. Thankfully for us, we have some very talented lay ministers who could step in should that ever happen. But I am trying to take good care of myself. So, Chris, you can relax. Yeah. But sometimes bad things do happen. Thank you.